Okay, so selamat sejahtera. Saya Dr. Razini daripada Hospital Kuala Lumpur. So saya akan sambung balik kita punya dokumen daripada Seksyen 5 hingga Seksyen 8. Ya. So macam tuan-tuan dan puan yang boleh tengok dalam atas skrin. Sorry.
Yeah, Dr. Ratini, hold on for a while because we just want to introduce you first. Dr. Ratini is our physician.
Sorry, yes.
Currently she's doing a subspecialty in emergency trauma care. Okay, go ahead, Dr. Ratini. Later we'll have our presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Shamini. Okay, so saya teruskan daripada Seksyen 5 dalam further management ya. So bila you kita klik sana. So as tuan-tuan dan puan boleh tengok daripada skrin masing-masing. Perkara kita.
So Dr. Ratini, can you share your screen? Your slides?
Okay, so voice clear, audio clear?
A bit of echo, but can you please reduce the volume?
Okay. Better now?
Yeah, better.
Okay, so first key, nombor satu adalah first key emergency intervention. So this key emergency intervention adalah prosedur yang dibuat kepada pesakit semasa pesakit dimasukkan ke hospital. Tidak kira sama ada di emergency department, Dewan Bedah ataupun critical care unit, ICU ataupun HDW. So prosedur yang tuan-tuan puan-puan boleh lihat atas skrin. So tuan-tuan puan-puan kena isi the first prosedur yang dilakukan. Okay, yang dirasai adalah life saving intervention. Okay, tidak semestinya pesakit-pesakit terlibat mesti ada masalah major bleeding. Ya. So sebagai contoh, kalau ada prosedur katakan damage control laparotomy telah dilakukan, tetapi apabila dibuat damage control laparotomy di Dewan Bedah, finding sebagai contoh mesenteric contusion didapati bila buka abdomen pesakit. So kita kira sebagai ataupun negative finding. Buka tidak dapat you can't pick up anything which requires any intervention. So tuan-tuan puan-puan boleh tengok apakah bedah dokumen dalam folder tersebut, dan jikalau didapati is a non-therapeutic laparotomy, you just tick yes. But of course if you're not sure, then you click unknown. Okay? Okay. Ataupun prosedur lain yang tuan-tuan puan boleh melihat atas screen. I have to stop for because I think there is a problem with the volume. Just give us a few minutes to rectify it.
Okay, sure, Dr. Ratini.
Saya baca ni, cabut pakai komputer ni. This is the computer one. So go to this one. NTL. Or maybe sound. Just use this one.
Is that better?
Right. All right. I think
Is it better?
slightly better, but your video. In the meantime, while waiting for Dr. Ratini to be back, maybe peserta lain boleh mula scan untuk QR code, dan mana-mana soalan ataupun tidak dapat catch up, jangan risau, nanti kita akan sharekan the slides into the site coordinator. Itu ada mana-mana peserta. If you feel lost, can contact us, can raise up your hand. We will try to. Okay, in the meantime, we will try to help you. Any site having trouble to log in into our training?
Okay, Dr. Syamini, how's my audio over here?
Much better, Dr. Ratini. Maybe you can start
Great,
sharing.
great. All right.
Sharing.
Okay, so we will continue. Can you all see the screen?
Yes, we can see the screen, Dr. Ratini.
All right, great. All right, so I'll proceed. Okay, so there are many multiple choices of interventions, as you can see, from damage control thoracotomy, damage control laparotomy, pelvic packing. Katakan kalau patient pergi IR untuk embolization ataupun prosedur terlibat, boleh klik. Yeah, or if you're not sure, then you click unknown, but we try and avoid that. Okay, we try and be as detailed as possible. Okay, number 2 will be date. You kena fill up the date and the time of the procedure done. Okay, so boleh tengok lah, ikut what month, what time the procedure was done. Okay, and then the time until the first key emergency intervention that was done. So this one you kena kira daripada time pesakit masuk sehingga time the first key emergency intervention that was done yang tadi tuan-tuan puan-puan telah klik dalam bahagian nombor 1. Okay? Right. Katakan ada lebih daripada satu prosedur yang dilakukan. So dalam bahagian keempat, kena isi add new procedure. Okay. And then you can fill up other procedures that was also done for the patient accordingly lah. Yeah, of course you kena isi the date and the time as usual, as well as the findings. Yeah, so as much as possible you want to isi as detailed as possible. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so bahagian section ke-6 adalah injury pattern yang pesakit terdapat. Bahagian ni memakan masa yang lama sikit sebab tuan-tuan puan-puan kena isi secara in detail. Apakah keputusan radiologi daripada reporting, apakah keputusan daripada bahagian pembedahan dalam segi in detail. That means banyak you kena fill up. Katakan fractures, left rib, lateral section, posterior, everything needs to be documented very well here and very in detail, yeah. Sebab this will really help us in terms of coding the patient later on. Okay. In OT pun kena selak-selak operation theatre notes dengan secara in detail what was found in bila patient tu dalam dewan bedah. For example, kita cerita pasal mesenteric contusion, berapa cm, was there any other organ dalaman yang injured, any other injuries, so everything should be in detail. Any complication that happened in the operation theatre. Katakan tiba-tiba patient mengalami asystole, whatever, everything needs to be documented in detail here. And even kalau patient tu did not make it, has gone for a post-mortem, also kena document, yeah, in detail post-mortem results. Because sometimes bila we have two different findings, ya, katakan pesakit yang major trauma, bila buka dalam dewan bedah, finding dia katakan negatif. Ya, tapi bila buat postmortem ada injuries, you know, you have actually found other injuries. So that's why tuan-tuan puan-puan kenalah selak and document thoroughly. Okay. Alright. Okay. So bahagian keempat adalah injury pattern list. This one is based on the AIS scoring. Yeah. So this section will be actually covered later during the day. Yeah. So don't be don't be afraid. It will be covered thoroughly later. For the ICD-10 coding, it was supposed to be a Dropbox, but because ICD-11 will be coming up soon, so don't worry about that description. Yeah, you just choose your part of the body and then choose your AIS description based on the Dropbox. Everything will be auto-calculated. The ISS and the NISS scoring pun auto-calculate, and also the probability of survival will also be auto-calculated. So don't worry about that. Okay. Now we go on to section 7. Okay. So this one is also very important to fill up because we want to know what level or where was the level of care that was involved when the patient was admitted. Okay. So katakan the patient, okay, say for example in ED lah, you had the patient appeared to be quite relatively not intubated. However, when you follow up the patient, maybe about 6 hours down the line, you realize the patient had gone to the ward, but in the ward they had to transfer to ICU because the patient deteriorated. So then you click here, critical care, ICU admission, what date, what time, okay, and subsequently follow up how long the patient was there, and if the patient was actually admitted to ICU more than 24 hours, yes, no, or not sure. So of course we try and avoid the part of not sure being there. Katakan tak ada ICU, then the patient goes to HDU, just click over there. Okay. And if the patient requires intubation, you just click yes. Okay. You also need to document the time the patient was intubated, the date, and the time the patient was extubated, as well as it will calculate for you the total days the patient was actually ventilated. Okay. Subsequently, we will also want to know kalau pesakit mengalami apa-apa komplikasi semasa kemasukan di ward. Sebagai contoh, kalau patient develop surgical site infection, okay. So tuan-tuan cuma boleh klik. Okay. Okay, so deep surgical site infection, okay. Ataupun dapat central line infection, so just click over here. Okay, pretty much straightforward. However, kalau you have found a complication that is not documented here, you just click others lah. Okay, but you will need to specify lah what you mean by others bila you tak nampak dalam this area. Okay. Okay. The next one will be survival status on discharge, whether the patient is alive, dead, or unknown. As well, number 5 will be your Glasgow outcome score at discharge. This is from the receiving hospital lah. Bila you nak dischargekan pesakit, macam mana keadaan pesakit, sama ada good recovery ataupun moderate, ada disability, severe disability, persistent vegetative state ataupun unknown lah. Okay. Another thing that you all will need to click is your modified ranking scale as well. Upon discharge, whether the patient has some disability but still able to perform duties as usual, ataupun ada disability sikit, can unable to do exactly what the patient used to do sebelum ni, tapi bolehlah menjaga diri sekadar biasa, boleh makan sendiri, bed on his own, but maybe not able to work anymore. Okay, there's some slight disability over there. Okay, your hospital discharge date, as usual, you click the date and the time, and the length of the hospital stay of the reporting hospital will also be auto calculated. Okay, and subsequently patient ni discharge ke mana. Kalau patient tu meninggal, then you just put MOC. Kalau patient tu ditransfer ke pusat rehabilitasi, tuan-puan, just click here. Alright, so pretty much self-explanatory over here. Okay. And then you have the major trauma criteria, inclusion or exclusion criteria. Yeah. Some other patients were actually mechanically ventilated. Katakan lepas admit, straightforward, had to intubate and put on the ventilator. Then just click over here. Okay. But of course, we also look for the exclusion criteria lah. Katakan it's a patient tu mendapat kecederaan tetapi datang ke hospital after 24 hours. So that falls under your exclusion criteria lah. Okay, ataupun pesakit dah declared tak ada signs of life di tempat kejadian sebelum dimasukkan ke hospital, ataupun en route dapat mulakan CPR, you come to the hospital, start resuscitation tetapi no signs of life, fail to respond to any sorts of resuscitation, then that also falls under your exclusion criteria. Okay. The section 8 is actually a submission validation whereby it's actually auto-generated. So whatever details yang telah diisi dari bahagian atas akan it's already auto-generated over here. Okay, so not to worry about this part. Once you have save, katakan you tak dapat isi semua yang compulsory, it's not complete, so you puan-puan akan merasa memang tak boleh nak dispatch lah, tak boleh nak klik dispatch, yeah, it will not be able to be set. Tetapi sekiranya everything that has been isi is all the compulsory components sudah diisi, then yes, you can click dispatch. If you have not completed, you just click save and exit. Maybe later when you dah dapat information that is more for the patient, then yes, you can go back, edit and fill up whatever necessary details that you all have not filled up yet. Okay, so that much I have concluded for my section. Do I have any questions?
Thank you, Dr. Ratini. There's one
Yes.
question in the chat box regarding post-mortem result. Have to get details from the forensic department?
The post-mortem results from the forensics, yes, you need in detail where was the injury pattern, the diameter of what, for example, whatever laceration, contusion, you need exact in details from the forensic department, yes.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ratini.
Right.
Mana-mana peserta yang you feel lost, if anything they feel lost, can directly contact us or can raise up your hand as well.